Gonna do a new one tonight. Hello love, obviously. This time around, I'm not gonna do a beer, I'm not gonna do a cider, I'm not gonna do a stout, not even gonna do a tonic wine. I'm gonna do something called Calvados, which is a type of sort of fruit brandy, and yeah, it's very famous in the Normandy region of France. And I thought, you know what, let's make things a bit different, mix it up a bit. Not that this channel ever has a format that I stick to, because I really don't. It's just like grab a camera and film something I think might be interesting. Usually isn't half the time. But yeah, this is a Pere Magloire VSOP or VSOP Calvados Pays, which is the country of Auge. Which it's not literally a country, it's like a countryside. I don't know where it is exactly. Somewhere in Normandy probably. But yeah, this is Calvados. It's like a sort of cider brandy type thing. It's used in Normandy as a sort of aperitif. And an aperitif is like when you have something to eat and you have a little drink to wash it down. This is it. We only have a little bit in a glass, so, and you're having it in a sort of like a stem glass. So I've got a San Miguel one. You know, traditional Norman San Miguel. So yeah, let's have a look at the bottle, shall we? It's a very nice looking bottle. I'll show you what it looks like right now. So yeah, basically you've got like a sort of elongated sort of neck. You know, you've got a bit of a big purple bit at the end, you know, and obviously you've got a bit of a thicker shaft. So yeah, this is Pere Magloire. There you go, this must be Pere Magloire himself. Here's the neck, nice and ornate, and here's the head. So yeah, and there's some stuff on the back, which I will read out to you right now. Right, since 1821, Pere Magloire has been keeping alive the tradition of Calvados, one of the oldest of all French brandies, and protected by AOC. And by AOC, it's not age of consent, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez or Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's appellation d'origine contrôlée, which is like apparently it's, you know, it's like sort of it regulates where certain types of like sort of like ales come from in France. You know, we don't really have an equivalent in England, and if we do, I've never heard of it. You know, call me a pleb all you want, I haven't heard of it. But yeah, its intense apple aromatic notes have brought it worldwide renown. We know this because we've never heard of it before. VSOP is notable because it is made only from cider from apples harvested in the Pays region, an area covering barely 6% of Normandy. Yeah. Okay. The expression of this terroir combined with double distillation in copper stills offers the VSOP and its richness and length. All its richness and length, sorry, I'm reading that badly. VSOP is blended from Calvados Pays, which has been aged in an oak barrel for at least 4 years. So obviously, you know, it's basically the AOC means that it's got to come from apples from the Pays region, which is 6% of Normandy. Yeah, so this is a 500 milliliter bottle and it's 40% volume. This is why we only have a little bit. And it comes from the Spirit France Diffusion 1313 or 1430 Rue France. And it goes out of date on the, in fact no it doesn't, sorry. No, it doesn't go out of date. So it was actually made in the 10th of the 13th of the 10th. The French are doing the dates backwards. And there's obviously Pere Magloire on the tip. So yeah, let me just also please don't drink this when you're pregnant. That's for the got a bit of a cough, sorry. Yeah, fuck it, let's just grab the bottle, shall we? So yeah, here we go. If I can get it out the fucking bottle, which I don't think oh, hang on. There's a little bit that you can twist. It'll be fine. There we go. I think that will do. No, it won't do. Sorry. Fuck me, I get this fucking thing off. But whilst I'm trying to open the bottle, I'll tell a related joke. It's got nothing to do with Normandy, but a fella goes into a sperm bank and he says, I want to do some donations, and the woman gives him a cup and says, yeah, there you go. Just go into the room and have a wank into this, and once you've finished, and then just seal up and hand it in. So he goes into the room, goes in there, and he's in there for literally hours on end. You know, he comes out and says, look, I have to take this on. Fair enough. So he goes on, comes back a day later, and he says to the girl on the reception, he goes, right, I've used this hand, I've used that hand, I've even used my mouth, hell, I've even got my mother and my wife involved, and they use both hands and their teeth as well. Still can't get the fucking lid off. That's a good joke, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Let's see if I can get the cork off. So yeah, there's what remains of the lid thing there. Okay, oh, that's nice and easy. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you want to look at this, it's literally just a thingy cork with that there. And I can smell this already, it's quite fragrant. I like the smell of it. So let's get some in a glass, shall we? Just a little bit. A bit more than that. That should do. I think that'll do a lot. In fact, that might be a bit too much, but fuck it. We're gonna have a go. Anyway, let's have a sniff. Right, it smells like a really sort of acidic whiskey with a hint of apples. That's how I'd describe it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, this is it's not too bad actually. I've smelled worse things. Mainly, I had this Spanish one a while ago. It smelled like baby sick, and then there was another one that smelled like dog piss, but the taste wasn't so bad, but the stench was vile. Yeah. But yeah, let's put this back on a little bit more. Just make sure there's no dregs dripping out. Yeah. Very strong scent. I mean, my nose is a bit blocked. I'm hoping that it's not like a cold, because if it is, it might fuck the review up a bit. That's why I haven't really been that active in recent days, because I have had a bit of a cold. Obviously, when you've got a bit of a cold, your taste buds aren't what they could be, so it kind of balls it up. For you know, but I've got loads of green mucus and snot coming out of me recently, so that means it's breaking some. Hopefully, it should be alright. Nonetheless, we know what it looks like, we know what it smells like. But what about the taste? Will it be Pere Magloire, or will it be Pere Mal, just Mal, which means bad in French? See, this channel is educational, isn't it? I put this video down as educational rather than just like entertainment, you know. Because you know, this is, I normally consider it lowbrow, but tonight we're going highbrow, and we've got like brandy from France, you know. Makes a change from hobgoblins, and I've got more hobgoblins to do, let's be honest. There's two more. So yeah, no. Yeah, there's two more. What is there? No, there's three. I think there's a third one. There's a hobgoblin stout as well, I'm going to do that. Yeah, so, yeah. More hobgoblin anyway. Nonetheless, bottoms up, and up your bottoms. Here we go. Ooh. That's interesting. It's a nice kind of interesting though. It's got that little apple kick to it, you can clearly taste it. It's got the it's got that burn that you get when you have whiskey straight. Yeah, it's nice. Oh yeah. This is about all this. So obviously this is used as an aperitif, as they say in France. And the good thing is the camera's actually straight. Last time I was on this, the camera was sort of at an angle. Though it might not be, because I'm looking at the telly right now, because the telly's sort of jaunty. So it might not be. The telly's in the background, so children on what I'm was. That's what I mean. But yeah, it's like, it kind of like tastes like a mixture of brandy with like, not necessarily apples per se, but one of those sort of apple sweets that you get from like a Haribo or whatever. In fact, not Haribo, you know one of the ones that they sell in the you know them like little sweet shop things with you. In fact, you know when you go into a cinema and you got like the little like strawberries, little foam strawberries, and you got the little foam apples as well. Oh, that's what it tastes, a bit like that. Mixed with obviously a bit of brandy. Well, it's warm. It's very warm. Leaves you with that warm feeling just here. I like that. Because in Normandy you'd probably need that, because the weather in Normandy is you'd probably think, oh yeah, you know, rolling green fields and all this countryside, you know, with all the cows and all the you know, all the rural spirit, you know, with the you know, the big chateaus and all that kind of thing. It isn't. It's got a climate similar to Manchester, and it's mostly sort of countryside that doesn't have anyone in it. You know, I mean, the most important thing to come from Normandy happened in 1066 when they invaded Britain. Since then, they haven't really done much. You know, other than that, maybe the odd like footballer. I mean, a football team from Normandy has never ever set the world. Like, you know, you got like Caen, Lavre, Quevilly. None of them are really going to threaten PSG or Marseille or anyone anytime soon. So yeah, not even that good at rugby either, you know. And what is Normandy famous for, sporting wise? I mean, you got Jérôme Le Bonheur. He's like a French kickboxer. He was pretty good back in the day. I remember watching him fighting against Cyril Abidi at some K1 event, and Abidi, I think, kept sort of headbutting him, and at the end of the fight, Le Bonheur's head just had this massive lump on it. I mean, he still won, and he knocked Abidi down a few times, but Abidi was tough as nails. He kept getting back up anyway. Jumped in, threw a few heads in whilst he was at it. You know, not the most ethical fight I've ever seen, but you know, it was a fight and a half. You know, a nice French fight. Yeah. I don't know where Abidi's from. I think he comes from anywhere. But yeah. So yeah, that's another thing Normandy's famous for. I mean, I've seen pictures of Rouen and Caen, and I think that's they look nice. But Lavre is basically just a sort of, it's just a port city. There's not much going on there. It's basically Middlesbrough, but in France. So you know, if you want that kind of thing with a French accent, you know, if you want Bob Mortimer but French, go to Lavre. It's not Lavre, it's Le Havre, but I'm pronouncing it badly because I'm trying to sound cultured. You know, because French people, they sort of like, when they say certain words, they abbreviate a lot. You know, and, you know, it's one of them. The Spanish are the same, you know, and also Yorkshiremen do the same. Where's Middlesbrough? Oh yeah, round Yorkshire way. Oh, amazing. So yeah, that is the Calvados. Not bad at all. Would I have it again? Yeah, I think I would. A nice little aperitif. Make me feel classy when I'm drinking it. Yeah. But yeah, and you're probably wondering, why is he wearing an Everton jersey? We lost again. Well, this is what true supporters do. They support their team through thick and thin. And there's a lot of thick and thin right now. A lot of it. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, you know, we're it's going to get a lot easier this season. I mean, next week we've got In fact, not next week, but soon enough, we're going to have a nice home game coming up against Liverpool. Of all the fucking times to have a fucking derby when you're in the bottom 5 and you're struggling like fucking, you think, oh fucking hell. They come along and they could relegate us. Obviously, I hope it doesn't happen, but it could happen. And that's a scary thought, isn't it? Because you'll never hear the fucking end of it. You'll just be going online like Facebook or whatever and looking at something even vaguely football related, and there'll be cop-outs from Kent and Dublin and Grimsby and fucking Torquay just fucking mentioning, going, our team beat yours and relegated yours, we've won all the trophies. It's like the only reason you support them is because they won trophies years ago. You wouldn't support them otherwise, because if they were to have a downward spiral like Nottingham Forest did, or even Everton did, you'd never support them, you'd abandon them. You go and support someone else, you'd be putting on a sky blue jersey and going, oh, lifelong City fan, oh, you know. Once from Kent to the west, I mean, they're literally closer to Paris than Liverpool, let alone Normandy, and yet they bandwagon Liverpool. Imagine doing that. But yeah, back to Everton. Let's just hope we don't fucking screw up again. You know, I don't want that again, like last season, you know, that fucking last day thing against fucking Bournemouth. That was miserable, that, you know. I mean, people were doing a pitch invasion to celebrate, and the rest of the fans were booing, and rightly so, because that was, it's not something you want to celebrate several times. So, yeah, we didn't get relegated again. You know, because if you have that mentality, sooner or later it's gonna fucking fall by the wayside, and you're gonna end up getting relegated, and you don't want that. Especially when you're building a 50,000 plus seated stadium on the waterfront. You don't want to be getting relegated there. But then again, that's Everton for you. It could happen. Nonetheless, I think I've rambled enough tonight. This cough, like a fucking weird. Yeah, I think I've rambled enough tonight. I'll be back for more videos if you want to see them. Yeah, fuck, I'm always back for videos. You know. My taste buds weren't too bad. I can actually taste that, so I'm on a good path here. Yeah. And I've got more to come. And yes, they will be Hobgoblin as well. So if you like your Hobgoblins and you want to see them getting reviewed, you've come to the right place. I got your back. So yeah. In the meantime, I'll be signing out. Take care, everyone.